Welcome viewers. But just as I promised in 2016, I am your voice. I am your voice, he added. The Washington establishment wants to silence us, but we will not let them do that. What we have built together over the past 6 years is the greatest movement in history because it is not about politics. It's about our love for this great country, America, and we're not going to let it fail. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. Kanye West, now known as Ye, has also stated he will run for president again in 2024. The musician, who ran as an independent candidate in the 2020 presidential election, said in a video shared in late November that he would be running again, saying, "We're moving toward the future." The video showed West among a slew of merchandise with Ye 24 printed on it. In the 2020 election, West received around 60,000 votes total in states where his name was on the ballot. Elsewhere, West requested to be entered as a write-in candidate. In recent months, West, along with Trump, have been marred in controversy following their Mar-a-Lago dinner with Nick Fuentes, an anti-Semite and Holocaust denier. The dinner with Fuentes, which was reportedly unplanned, sparked backlash from several Republican lawmakers. After narrowly winning election as Florida governor in 2018, Republican Ron DeSantis won by a landslide in the Sunshine State's 2022 gubernatorial election. DeSantis, who at age 44 is 32 years younger than Trump, won his first election as governor thanks to a major assist from the then president. But he's become a force of his own as he's built a political brand that stretches from coast to coast. Since taking office, DeSantis has witnessed his popularity soar among conservatives across the country. DeSantis has remained strong on numerous issues that conservatives prioritize, including immigration, spending, and efforts to push back against coronavirus pandemic restrictions. While DeSantis routinely discounted talk of a 2024 White House bid as he stayed laser-focused on his gubernatorial re-election last year, several prominent Republicans have pushed him to enter the race. Spending tracked by FWIL, which was released late last month following the holiday season, showed DeSantis spent nearly $90,000 more than any other Republican rumored to enter the race on ads nationwide or that were targeted towards early voting states. As DeSantis witnesses his poll numbers in 2024 Republican presidential polls start to rival Trump and his fundraising prowess match that of the former president, Trump in recent months has targeted the Florida governor. And Trump has turned up the volume on his attacks on DeSantis in the days just before and after the midterms and debuted a new nickname for the governor: Ron DeSanctimonious. DeSantis has refused to take the bait, electing not to engage with Trump's taunts. A source in the governor's wider political orbit told Fox News in November that an announcement from the governor wouldn't happen until after Florida's legislative session ends in May. Republican South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, a rising star in the GOP, one of the party's top fundraisers, and the only black Republican in the Senate, easily cruised to re-election in November to what he has said will be his final 6-year term in the Senate. While Scott has expressed reluctance when asked about a 2024 presidential run, he raised eyebrows in November at his re-election victory celebration by telling the story of how he took his grandfather to the polls in 2012 and that his grandfather proudly voted for him, as well as for Democratic President Barack Obama, the nation's first black president. "I'll wish he had lived long enough to see perhaps another man of color elected president of the United States," Scott said, adding, "but this time let it be a Republican." Former Vice President Mike Pence has been mulling whether to toss his hat into the ring of contenders in the 2024 presidential race, but has not made an official decision. In his recently released book, So Help Me God, Pence showcases successes of the Trump-Pence administration, but also spotlighted new criticisms of Trump. The former vice president, as part of his efforts to campaign for Republicans seeking positions in the 2022 midterm elections, made numerous stops in Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina and Nevada, the first 4 states to vote in the GOP presidential nominating calendar. Please, what is your take on this? And remember to subscribe as well. Thanks for